Welcome back to DecaFacts, your source for smart, no-fluff breakdowns of today's biggest topics. Today we're diving into executive power and the controversial moments that defined Joe Biden's presidency. From climate action to immigration and student loans, President Biden's executive orders often sparked lawsuits, headlines, and fierce debate. Some were hailed as progress. Others were called overreach. In this video, we're counting down 10 of the most controversial executive orders signed by Joe Biden, what they did, why they stirred backlash, and the deeper policy fights behind them. 10. Executive Order 14,006, Limiting Private Prisons, January 26, 2021. Early in his presidency, Biden signed this order to phase out federal contracts with private prisons, arguing they incentivized incarceration and lacked oversight. While civil rights groups praised the move, critics said it did little to reduce mass incarceration overall, since most inmates are in state or local facilities unaffected by the order. Private prison stock prices dropped overnight, and industry groups lobbied hard against it. The order marked a shift away from Trump-era policies, but opponents called it symbolic at best, a controversial start to Biden's criminal justice agenda. 9. Executive Order 14,008, Tackling the Climate Crisis, January 27, 2021. Biden's sweeping climate order paused new oil and gas leases on federal lands and set aggressive goals for net zero emissions. Environmentalists cheered. The fossil fuel industry launched lawsuits. Several states sued the administration, claiming the pause would harm jobs and state revenue. A federal judge in Louisiana later blocked parts of the order. It was a cornerstone of Biden's climate agenda, but also a lightning rod in the debate over energy independence and the economy. 8. Executive Order 14043, Federal Employee Vaccine Mandate, September 9, 2021. In response to surging COVID-19 cases, Biden ordered all federal employees to get vaccinated with no option for regular testing. While supported by many health experts, the mandate drew immediate legal challenges and protests, especially from federal unions and conservative groups. A federal appeals court ultimately paused the order in early 2022. It became one of the most contentious pieces of Biden's pandemic response, seen by some as public health leadership, and by others as government overreach. 7. Executive Order 14036, Promoting Competition in the American Economy, July 9, 2021. This massive order targeted corporate consolidation and monopolies in industries from agriculture to big tech. It called for rules to limit non-compete clauses, promote net neutrality, and crack down on unfair mergers. Business groups and large corporations pushed back, warning of regulatory overreach. Supporters argued it was long overdue to give small businesses and workers more leverage. The order reflected Biden's populist streak and put him at odds with powerful lobbying groups across multiple sectors. 6. Executive Order 14076, Protecting Access to Reproductive Health Care, July 8, 2022. After the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, Biden signed this EO directing federal agencies to protect abortion access, including by defending access to medication abortion and ensuring privacy protections. Pro-choice advocates called it a crucial step, while critics, including some Democrats, said it didn't go far enough. Republican attorneys general vowed to challenge it. This order came in a highly charged legal moment and underscored Biden's limited executive power in a post-Roe America. 5. Executive Order 14067, Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets, March 9, 2022. This order marked the first real federal action on cryptocurrency regulation, asking agencies to explore a U.S. central bank digital currency and tighter oversight of crypto markets. Crypto enthusiasts called it the start of government control over decentralized finance. Financial watchdogs welcomed it as a long overdue step to protect consumers. It opened a fierce policy debate. Should the government embrace crypto or rein it in? 4. Executive Order 14070, Student Loan Relief, April 6, 2022. This order expanded the pause on federal student loan payments and laid the groundwork for Biden's eventual debt cancellation plan. While millions of borrowers welcomed the relief, critics said the president was bypassing Congress to spend billions. The Supreme Court later blocked Biden's broad cancellation plan in 2023, citing executive overreach. Still, the payment pause alone cost the government over $150 billion in revenue. This order became a symbol of Biden's effort to tackle student debt and a flashpoint in the fight over executive authority. 3. Executive Order 14005, Made in America, January 25, 2021. This order strengthened Buy American rules for federal agencies, prioritizing US-made goods in government procurement. Labor unions applauded the move, while critics argued it could hurt supply chains and trade relations, especially with allies like Canada and the EU. Economists debated the actual economic impact, but politically, it aligned Biden with domestic manufacturing, while also triggering tension with international partners. 2. Executive Order 13985, Advancing Racial Equity, January 20th, 2021. On day one, Biden ordered federal agencies to review their policies and promote racial equity across government programs. Supporters saw it as a necessary step toward justice. Opponents labeled it divisive and accused the administration of prioritizing identity politics. Conservative think tanks and media outlets called for it to be repealed. The order laid the foundation for future DEI initiatives and became a focal point in the culture wars over race, equity, and government policy. 1. Executive Order 13990, Protecting Public Health and the Environment, January 20th, 2021. Also signed on day one, this sweeping order revoked dozens of Trump-era executive orders, including permits for the Keystone XL pipeline. It was hailed by climate activists, but furious backlash came from pipeline workers, energy companies, and several state governments. Legal challenges followed, and the energy debate intensified. This EO didn't just reverse policy, it symbolized a complete environmental reset and highlighted Biden's use of executive power to change direction fast. And there you have it, 10 of the most controversial executive orders of Joe Biden's presidency. Some were challenged in court, some were celebrated. Others quietly reshaped entire areas of US policy. Executive orders are powerful tools, but they're not without backlash. They reveal what a president can do without Congress and where those limits lie. Which of these surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more deep dives like this, make sure to subscribe to DecaFacts and hit the bell so you never miss a top 10 that matters. Thanks for watching. Until next time.